Hello, this is Blue Star, Defender of Equestria, and this is my AfterThoughts review to Digital Detox, and even in animatic form, this episode is just so nice, and also so incredibly relevant to a culture that is obsessed with technology. So, roar! I do these Afterthought reviews in case, I've looked at this some more, and, now I've discovered this, or, my opinion of this has changed, and in this case, nah, that's totally not what's happened. This episode is still amazing, so roar. There are kind of things to sort of look at a little bit more, but the main basic premise of this is just so nice and so immediately relevant to our culture, which truly is just obsessed with technology, social media. These smartphones can practically, take over sometimes. I did like in some ways the real world thing of that, Pip is like having a shower or something, and then somebody calls on the phone, and then she's like, I'll just be a minute. Oh, that's just so awful. It's like, really? Not now. I'm having a shower. I do love how this episode goes about it. Pip is, just saying, oh, no, don't worry. I'll be able to handle all these notifications. And I still am wondering, who is sending Pip all these messages? Aww. Pip is, at first she says, oh, don't worry. I'll be able to handle it. And then things keep getting worse and worse and worse, and there's more and more messages, and they keep interrupting her while she's trying to do something else, to the point where she literally says, I can't live like this! Ah! And no, she can't! No pony can! The problem with smartphones is that they give everyone 24/7 access to you. And you can't do that. Sometimes you just gotta turn it off for a while, as Zip kind of suggests, but Pip completely ignores her and says, no, don't worry, I can handle it. But now that she can't handle it, she's almost losing it and looking for Zip. It's like, Zip, where are you? Quick, I need you to help me. But instead she runs into Hitch and Sparky, who have just been back through almost sort of, I'll call it, a retreat to the Dragonlands, and she thinks, oh, there's a dragon spawn! Oh my gosh, this will be so amazing! That's exactly what I need! And she flies off into the Mairstream before Hitch tells her, well, there's not actually a spawn, it's more of a naturey thing, and there's absolutely no cell phone service! Oh well, we tried. It's almost what Hitch's response is. Yeah, and it definitely is going to be a big shock to her and stuff, so Switching to focus on video mode, I am very pleased that they somehow found a way to, A, retrieve the Mairstream from the Dragonlands, and also somehow find a way to allow it to actually function in the Dragonlands, because the last time the Mairstream was in the Dragonlands, it was, dead. Which made me really sad, because I like the Mairstream. I don't want it to see it abandoned in the Dragonlands. No! And I'm also kind of surprised that Pip was able to fly the Mairstream, but it appears that flying the Mairstream is probably not so hard, so roar. And once Pip lands in the Dragonlands, she is immediately greeted by Tumble and Blaze, who are just really happy to see her, but unfortunately have sad news that, there is no spa, and smartphones don't work at the Dragonlands. And of course, at first, Pip starts to kind of freak out a little bit, as I kind of would expect her to, but after Blaze and Tumble basically said, but why would you need a smartphone when you're surrounded by all this natural beauty? And then Pip starts to realize that all those distractions that she's trying to get away from aren't here anymore. She can just relax, enjoy the nature, watch the birds. It's like, it's lovely. Yay! This is why I love Pip. I expect her to be one way, but she's totally different. I expect her in some ways to be like Rarity in this situation and just totally freak out over everything, which I have to say was a lot of fun, but I kind of like the fact that no, she's not. She's kind of starting to, but then she's starting to realize that, you know what? Yeah, there's no phone service here, but it's really nice here, and maybe this is exactly what I need. So, roar. I honestly never really saw Pip as a swimmer, because I would think she would hate, jumping into the water because, oh, my mane, it's all messed up. No, but she actually enjoys, just diving into the lake and, going underwater and just floating on her back and stuff. It's like, oh, that's just so lovely. Aww. And it's also really nice because she's doing this with Blaze and Tumble, getting in touch with nature, and it's all just so lovely. Aww. I just thought that was just so nice, and I just love being surprised by Pip. She is never the pink pony princess that I am expecting her to be. She is so much more, and I'm really glad to see that we got to see those things here. So, roar! And then having a nice quote-unquote retreat/vacation in the Dragonlands, she thanks Blaze and Tumble, and then she goes back to the Crystal Bright House, tells all the other ponies what's going on, and then reveals that, oh, I didn't take any pictures. Did you just say that you have no pictures? Are you feeling okay? As someone who's done videography and stuff, I kind of understand this a little bit. You can be so caught up in just getting the shot or the picture that you almost forget what you're taking a picture of. You know, you almost aren't enjoying it, you're just capturing it. So I can totally understand. It was like, you know what, I'm not gonna take a picture. I'm gonna, take a picture in my heart. Aww. I think in some ways a little bit of both is probably the best approach. You gotta, maybe take a few pictures, but don't let those pictures get in the way of just simply enjoying the experience. In some ways, the best way to make memories, as Pip kind of says, is to embed them in your heart. So, roar! But having the video and or picture to look afterwards also helps too. At the same time, not having pictures isn't so bad either, because now Pip gets to tell them all about the experience and the lake and, oh, it was really cold, but, it was so refreshing at the same time. Things that are not easily communicated with just a picture or an image. And not to mention, she's just enjoying having this experience of telling her friends about this amazing trip that she had. So, roar! Even in animatic form, this episode was just so lovely and so nice. I could almost hear and see the birds flying through the air, feel the water as Pip swims underneath and, watches the fish swim by, and feel the crisp coolness of the lake as she floats alongside Tumble and Blaze. Oh, it's just so lovely. No. Truly, this is definitely something that I think we all need to see and do more often. It's like, yeah, maybe we don't have the ability to go, on a quote-unquote mini retreat or vacation, but we can do something as simple as just turn off the buzzer. And that was definitely, in some ways, the lesson of this episode. I think it's not trying to say, just ignore those messages and don't deal with them. You just have to not let it take over to the point where it's like demanding your attention every single time you get a message. It's more like, okay, I have all these things, I'm gonna deal with them, but I'm not gonna deal with them at this exact moment because there's other things that I'm doing right now. So, roar. And totally that sometimes we need to literally do a digital detox and just get away from the phone, the messages, the social media. All these things can distract us and just enjoy all the things and all the amazing friends and family that are around us. So, roar! So overall, this was a really good episode. I think it had a great lesson that I think we can all identify with, and it communicated so well, and even in animatic form, this episode was just so lovely and nice, because it was just so nice to see how Pip continues to surprise us as a character, and we did get to see a little bit of Blaze and Tumble again, which was nice. So overall, this episode was just so lovely, because I just love being surprised by Pip. So, roar! So that is the end of my Afterthoughts review of Digital Detox. So, I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you for commenting, liking, and subscribing, and until next time, this is Blue Star. Stay strong, and pony on. Blue Star out.